Welcome to Landrianka on YouTube. How's my hair? I just got up. But I did put on a little makeup for you. Welcome to Landrianka on YouTube, here to help you break through those fears and live an awesome life. You ready? All right, I'm responding to some comments. The comments coming over are great. I love the comments. You know, I've noticed the people don't realize I'm the one reading all this stuff and I'm the one responding, and I control that, by the way. So if you try to advertise, hello, YouTube shuts it down before I even get to it. They already put it in the spam and stuff. And then if there's just really negative comments that don't contribute anything good at all, my answer is go find another channel. This is not speaking to you. That's cool. You know, go to the conspiracy theory channels and go and live in a dark, world reality that you choose. It's your experience. You're allowed that. Not to be judged here, and we're not going to get in a debate about it. You are choosing something dark if you go to those, dark sides, but I'm seeing the most awesome comments. I mean, I'm not even seeing those comments come over anymore. I think they gave up, the two people, the two comments that I got. No, there's a couple more. So I got a comment over today, and somebody said that they sometimes question their faith, that they're losing their faith and their belief in obviously the one, and the things that I discuss and many other speakers out there discuss, is that you have limitless powers. And then this person said that other people tried to speak logic to her. Love it. Thank you for that comment. Thank you for that comment. You see, the world is in a dense place. The world is in deep density. That's why we're here to pull it out. So of course people are going to talk to you like that, because very few people are coming out of the awakened state. More and more are. You're probably not running into them because, you're dealing with the regular world out here. And so I want you to remember that. That's your job. That's your mission. So you're hearing this and you're going, okay, maybe I'm being silly. No, this is exactly why you're here, is because that's going on out there. They're still in that place where they don't believe it. Hey, listen, I'll tell you what, I'm going to do this I'm going to do some events and coming up, and I'm going to demonstrate that your limitless is not a concept. It's real. It's real. This is science. Science and spirituality are no longer separate things. They're one thing. Spirituality just didn't need to prove anything. It was based on faith, which is what is so powerful. Science is always, experiments, and that's why they haven't progressed the way they should, because they just don't open up their minds to the fact that they don't always have to see everything to know it. Of course, they're scientists, they have to prove it. But they come in with a negative attitude, and then I've said to you before, many, many times, Christ would not allow non-believers in the room when he performed miracles. He asked them to leave. Why? Their energy, their negative energy, is affecting the results. It can have an effect on the results. Even though he had that power, and the person that he was performing the miracle on has to believe also for it to happen, because you're doing it. He's just opening the gateway to what you can already do anyways, but haven't maybe, taken yourself far enough to progress into that. That's where meditation comes in. Do not lose your faith, my friend. You're okay. Just remember, they're still in density. That's okay. That's okay. That's where they are. Don't get in those discussions with them. We are not here to talk anybody into anything. We're here to assist. We're here to allow them have their journey. They'll get there. They're going to get there. Focus on you getting there. Because if you're not there yet, you need to get there. How is that? You've got to keep that faith. Keep it. It is real. It's real. So if you're losing your faith, then yeah, you're not watching, listening to what's been told in every major religious book written, in spiritual book, the Bible. These things you shall do and more. Ye are all gods. Well, we've been programmed that that's wrong to think that. Okay, so let's state it another way. You are part of the collective conscious, the energy that is only one thing. How's that? Ye are all gods. Have faith. Believe what has been told in the Bible and every other book out there. That you do wield that power. That we're here on this planet to break through this way of living and thinking and believing that we've been told for centuries, that we're carrying with that energy with us. We're carrying that. So it's going to take a lot of effort for you to break through it, because you've been programmed and you're wired. If you know Joe Dispenza, they actually look at how the brain is wired and how it's firing off, and then when they start to make these changes and these thought changes and beliefs, it changes. The structure in the brain, what's firing off and talking to each other, changes. It starts to talk to other neurons and whatever's in there. I don't know obviously my brain parts. Hold on. So I want you to really understand that you do have faith. You do. It's okay. So don't doubt yourself if you want to achieve all of these wonderful things. You've got to just quit doubting yourself and say, you know what? There it is again. It shows up. It's going to show up and go, is this ever going to be the way I want it to? Well, make sure it is the way you want it to. What are you doing to get there? Oh, I told you my internet. I talk a lot about my internet marketing because I think it's such a great example of people with opportunities to change their lives. And I am absolutely stunned at how many people are so afraid to learn something that is new. No, let's just stay in the dense place that we've been and keep doing the same things we've been doing that we're really unhappy. Let's go, work 9 to 5 or 6 or 7 or 8. Come home and be exhausted. Turn on the TV. Drink and eat too much. Don't exercise. And then save up to have a vacation. Or those of you who are business owners like I was. No, let's just keep working our butts off and trying to get new clients and taking on more and more responsibility and start getting heart palpitations like I did. And realize, man, if I keep down this road that I do enjoy, some of us enjoyed our work. I mean, I loved being an investment banker, but it got to the point where it wasn't me anymore. And then the world tells you, well, you don't quit something you've been in for 20 some years. That's who you are. No, you're whoever you want to be. You believe whatever you want to believe. And if somebody tells you to be logical, tell them thank you, that's how you believe. That's not how I believe. And I have free will. Oh my God, these people that go to parties and they have to talk about their political, opinions, and they go on and on and on. I'm like, I said, you know what? I'm not sure what positive purpose we're going for her. What's the positive purpose of this discussion? Which I did not engage in, by the way. And they went on and on and on. I think they were hoping to snag me and figure out what I was. I wasn't going to reveal anything because it's my privilege to think and feel how I want to, and I don't need to share that with anybody. And I certainly am not going to share it with somebody who has their own opinions, who, is allowed to do that and think that, and who, if I have a discussion with, will serve no good purpose other than they're just trying to prove they're right. And I said to this person, are you trying to prove yourself? You're just trying to prove yourself right when you get in a debate. Oh, no, I'm not. I said, of course you are. My friend's 92-year-old grandma said, yes, of course you are. Why do you have debates? Because you want to prove you're right. So I want you to remember that people come into this world with this idea of how things are, and you're not going to battle it. They believe it just as much as you believe what you do. So of course they're going to talk logic, because it hasn't been working for the planet for how many years now? We don't really know exactly. It hasn't been working. Logic. Stuff's going on out there that's pretty mind-blowing. I want you to start looking at those things, the positive things. Stay away from the conspiracy garbage. Focus, what you focus on creates your reality. I don't believe it. I believe it's just negativity and, of course, positive forces that are trying to bring up people out of the darkness to connect to who they are, and the dark forces will eventually not want to do it anymore. We're not here to change that. Somebody said it's really tough. I know this is a tough one. It's really tough when you have abuse and rape and murder and all these things that go on out there. So I said, you know, where's the lawn draw? Where do you draw the line? Where do you draw the line? You know, so that's the darkness, but it's what's going on with us. People lie, they're greedy, verbal abuse, judgment. How do you judge the super dark from the dark? It's all density. It's all density. Whether somebody murdered somebody or somebody's, you know, talking down to their, you know, spouse every day, it's all coming from a dense place. That all has to change. And when you change it, that murderer may stop that one day and not know why they decided not to do something bad. This is proven. This is that faith. I'm telling you right now, this is proven because 70,000, was it 70,000? I think it was 7 or 70,000 people praying changed the crime rate by 87%. That's amazing. When they were all focused on that. That's amazing. Is it? That's what you possess. That's not a miracle. That's just what you are. So you have this knowledge. Don't question that for a minute. Don't question it for a minute. If you are a Christian and you're into the Bible, by the way, I've never read the Bible. I don't know any of this stuff. I really don't. So I'm not here to quote scriptures and all this stuff. And if you're really into that, that's cool. Use it for positive, not to judge people, not to tell them they're wrong. And this is how things are according to you because you were brought up that way or told that somewhere. You didn't come up with it on your own. I guarantee you that. Everything's coming from somebody else. What we've been told, what we've seen, what we've experienced. You're not coming up with some original idea because you're part of the collective consciousness. And you can tap into that to get the awesome power that you possess and bring it into your life, into this reality by changing the wave into a particle. What do I mean by that? Focus on all probabilities. Actually, the more you focus, believe, and know it is done, brings it into the reality. That's how things come into reality. Well, now this got made in a manufacturing plant. Everything had to come into being at some point. Somebody had to have that company that brought that thought into, or opportunity into their life to create that plant to manufacture those things. Everything is being brought into your reality, and the things that you don't like is why you're focusing on it. If you're not having faith, those people that are putting logic in you, you're actually attracting that right now because you are not believing you have power. That's not them telling you. That's you attracting what you're already questioning about yourself. So you're going to get those people that come in that tell you that because part of you is doing that yourself. So we've got to take full responsibility, people. It's full disclosure now, right? Oops, it's me. I'm doing it. So just remember that everything you see out there that makes you question it is because that's how we've been functioning and it doesn't work and it's changing. And we're the ones that are going to pave the way and show everybody, join us if you choose. It's a wonderful, beautiful place. And all these things that you want, they're not that important anymore. You're going to have everything you want. In fact, everybody will have total abundance. And nobody's going to give a crap what badge is on the back of your automobile. You're going to do and enjoy things just because, not because it gives you something that you don't already have. I have a 2-seater BMW convertible. I love it. If I lost it, bummer, but it's not the be all end all of my life. People get so hung up on the status, who they are, what they are, whatever. That's that logic of work hard, earn money, save. What if you didn't do all that? Look at the most successful people in the world didn't do that. None of them. They went against everything everybody told them they couldn't do, all that good stuff. So when you doubt yourself, it's just because you're up against a very strong collective consciousness on this planet, just this planet that you're connecting to, because you are in a dense human body. So, what do you do with that? You got to be steadfast, man. Don't get in those conversations. And if you are, then part of you is questioning yourself. You meditate. You ask for those answers. Ask for the things. Ask for the signs and the miracles. And you'll get one and you'll go, how can you question that? I've had some stuff, mind-blowing stuff. When my dad died, I had to handle so much stuff. I was like walking around like a zombie. I was just barely I was functioning. I hadn't even processed everything. I was in the bank. I was on my way to the bank to handle the estate, and I said, my dad used to call me Missy. I said, Dad, I want you to send me a sign. I want you to use my nickname. You know, we know what my nickname is. I want to see it, hear it. I want it to show up. Show me that you're with me. I just need to know you're with me. Because I always looked up to him. He was the guy that I went to for everything. So, and then I didn't, didn't think about it twice. Got in my car, went to the bank, sat in there for 2 hours with this very nice, very young black manager, bank manager. So the reason I mention him is like, he's going to speak differently than an older white woman is, right? Use different terms. Super professional guy. Super, super respectful, professional, wonderful man. Spent so much time with me, and finally we realized, okay, we did everything we could with this. It's time to leave. And at no point did he get all, talky, chatty with me. He was just 100% business. And he leaned across the table, smacked his hand on it, leaned over and said, you've got your plate full, Missy. You've got your plate full, Missy. And I was blown away. I was blown away. And I walked outside and laughed and said, thanks, Dad. What is that? What is that? And people will still question whether we are souls that are, continue to exist. We get so many signs all the time, and we question our power and what we are. We are truly strange beings. We have every possible opportunity and demonstration every single day. Look up in the sky. We're floating around in a speck of dirt at 30,000 miles an hour around this thing that burns up and gives us heat. I mean, this is crazy stuff. And then we go, I wonder if I have healing powers. It's being done all the time. Well, just because we don't all do it, and there are people that tell you you can't, you believe it. Start choosing something new. Watch what happens. Seriously, I'm constantly telling you guys about my miracles. They're not miracles to me. It's just what abilities that I have, that everybody has. I don't question it. I don't doubt it. And when anything creeps in, especially like business or something, if something creeps in, I'm like, oh, should I do this or that? There's always something that happens that puts me in the direction I need to be in. And then I got to get myself in check and say, meditate, open up those gateways, allow it. Instead of focusing on what may happen or this or that, or quit thinking about it. Meditate and connect to that, and you will get every demonstration you ever need to know that you are on the right path. And this is your duty. You didn't come down here just to have fun. Yes, that's part of it too. You came here to learn and experience, and all those things. Stop blaming other people and start focusing on the opportunities that you have been given through these challenges. Even those people that go through the worst possible things probably made an agreement. I don't have all the answers, but most likely made an agreement before they came in the lifetime to take on something really horrible so that somebody else could experience, to go to that dark place and have a breakthrough moment. It's a possibility. One of endless possibilities of why people go through those experiences. Maybe they switched roles. Maybe it was the other way around in another lifetime. Don't try to think too hard about this stuff. Just know it's exactly the way it's supposed to be, and those experiences are theirs to experience, to learn from, to progress from. Those people that are going through that stuff, whoo, major breakthrough moments. Just know that. Something will come from that. That is deeper than we can possibly imagine. Do not question what you are. Meditate on that. And when other people use logic, that's okay. That's how they're thinking. Guess what? I don't think they're going to manifest a pair of tennis shoes, velvet tennis shoes overnight. I don't know, you may or may have not seen that video. Or all the other things that happen to me and so many of you. You give me stories that are mind-blowing. You're seeing stuff just show up. You know, I wanted to go on tour next year. I wanted to start doing live events. I think it's really important to get in front of people. And I needed some components to that. I needed certain people, and I didn't want to go to big event coordinators. And somebody contacted me out of the blue that couldn't be more perfect for that role. In fact, she stepped up to I said, "What can I do for you?" And she said, "Nothing." This is what she wanted. She wanted this opportunity to do something like this. And I so wanted just exactly who she is and what her experience. And then she sent over this whole well thought through, just basic, diagram of how it would happen and what we needed to know. And I realized I want a manager. And I said, "Would you be interested in being a manager?" And she said, "Yeah." So when you need things, they'll show up. But you have to be open and not have to have all the answers. They'll show up. Just keep moving forward. You're on the right path, people. You're doing it. A lot of you think you're not there. You are. You are. The fact that you are understanding this, and some of these videos will, talk to you, and others maybe you won't connect to so much. That's okay. There's somebody else that day that needed that video, and maybe it opens up your mind. I want you to think big. Endless. Endless. They say now there was 4 dimensions. Now there's 6. Now there's 12. Now there's 20 dimensions. It's endless. There are no limits. There's no one set anything. Everything is limitless. Everything. There's no restriction to dimensions or anything else. There can't be. It's impossible. Because the one has no limits. And that's the faith. The one has no limits. You are. You are of the one. Experiencing an individual experience here as a human being. Enjoy it. Maximize it. Do your job. You came here to break through that. When somebody's talking logic, there's no such thing as logic. It's just a concept. It's a reality they created. Let them have it. It's not yours. You are whole. Put my coffee cup down. You are whole, perfect, strong, powerful, loving, harmonious, and happy. You are blessed. You are the one. You can live a life unlimited. You can live a life that will always have challenges, the ones that you're going to know why they showed up, showing you either humility or showing you that you need to catch yourself when you're judging, showing you that you need to step up to the plate and start giving more of yourself. You need to stop focusing on me, and what I want, and saying, what can I do? I need to get this right first, because that's going to affect everybody around me. I have to stop judging and blaming. I have to start being a compassionate person if I want to go to that place where all is beautiful and all is power and all is loving, of which you really are. Sending you light and love, prosperity, health, wealth, abundance, and peace and joy. Namaste.